Good day, good people. This is the Crocs and Socks podcast, also known as Crocs and Socks the pod. Thank y'all for being here.
The word is I'm coming. I came out the womb, I was studying.
Hey. Yeah. Cause you know how many motherfuckers on production sets be having to start over?
I know, but this in this shit is tricky though, cause we trying, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we trying to keep that shit organic.
Cause it ain't.
Yeah, authentic. Hey, back in it. Hey.
Welcome back, my friend.
And I'm still here. And I'm still alive.
Welcome back, my friend.
Hey, I'm still alive.
Yeah, man.
Still alive.
Crocs and Socks listeners,
Crocs
thank y'all for being here.
Socks.
Thank you for tuning in. This is Crocs and Socks the podcast. The good brother NOVI Lee is back with us. Man.
Hey, man. It feels
going
good to
through
be
it.
back. Bro, I went through it over and beyond, and now I'm back, man. I want to thank everybody, first of all, man. It's a beautiful weekend, and it's a beautiful week to be here. And I want to shout out to everybody who tuned in last week and seen what was going on, man. I seen y'all hold it down. If anybody had any questions, wondering where I was at,
My brother was
that's
sick.
why we named it the Get Well Soon episode.
Get Well Soon, episode 7. If you missed it, go ahead and tap in with it, and then meet us back here with episode 8. I want to say salute to the good brother Guapo Images, also known as RJ.
Man,
RJ stepped
shout out
in
to
and did a
Guapo
great
Images.
job last week, man. Thank you so much. RJ's out on the road right now. Handling some
we gonna
business.
let him know.
When he gets back to the pod, he'll
We're
inform
gonna
y'all.
let y'all know. No, not only that, we're gonna let y'all know what he got going on in a little bit. Make sure y'all stay tuned so we can tell y'all big stuff going on around here, man. But yeah, man, it feels good to be back.
Glad you back, bro.
Yeah, man, I had to kick that little flu bug. There's so much things going on out here, man. But what I want to start by saying is health is wealth.
Health is
So make
wealth.
sure y'all check on your health, man. It don't matter how much money you got in your pocket. If you ain't around, you got the help to spend it, then. But yeah, man, it was tough. Got over it. Had to sweat it on out. And man, I was.
You was for
I
sure going
blessed.
through it.
Yeah, man.
We kept you behind the plexiglass for a reason.
Yeah, man. They had me quarantined, yo.
Yeah, thank God. Thank God me and RJ was safe. But the show must go on, man. We made sure that the Crocs and Socks listeners had an episode to listen to last week, and it was a great episode. Thank you again to RJ for stepping in, stepping up.
And thank all y'all for the prayers, man. I really want to appreciate all the
Yeah,
prayers. All
they
the
poured
awesome
in.
prayers
Thank y'all.
they poured in. I had to put
Man, y'all are the best. I said it a few times last week on the pod. The Crocs and Socks listeners are the best listeners in the world. And I'm not lying. Y'all the best listeners in the world. He's not lying. The support and the love poured in.
I had to pull a Goku, man. I had called summoning prayers all together like a spirit bomb, bro.
Yeah, it worked out.
It worked out. Man.
He's
It
back.
worked out. It
He's
worked
back.
out. I had a lot going on, but you know who got a lot going on this week, right?
What? Talk to me. Speak to me.
Man, I hate
Who's into the issues this week?
Man, the LeBron James and Savanna James saga continues, bro. I don't know how to say it, man, but
We've started the last 2-3 episodes
with LeBron.
speaking about LeBron, but it's actually kind of crazy because LeBron is my favorite player.
We love you, bro.
I love LeBron.
Like, we love you.
It's never any negativity. I don't want you guys to think that. Even with this story, I know there's a lot going on and people are looking. I tried to cover for LeBron last week.
You did?
I did. I tried to cover. LeBron had the lower guard, the upper guard, the shades on
with the little leg
And-
fold, the
and
little
it-
leg cross.
and obviously none of that worked.
Nigga, that shit ain't work.
None of that worked. So Miss James says it's gonna be a sexy girl summer this summer.
No, man.
What? She said it's gonna be a sexy
That's what
girl
she
summer.
said?
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yo,
Yeah.
I'm
So,
scared.
no.
I'm scared, man. I'm scared. Yo,
No
look
need
at-
to be worried. No need to be worried. It's
at-
definitely gonna be a hot summer. No, everybody knows the heat's gonna show up. But the sexy summer is a little bit of a reach. So I that's kind of what I think alerted people to LeBron might be in a little bit of
That man, bro, in hot water, bro.
Hot water.
I'm gonna be honest. Like being somebody who's been in the entertainment most of the majority of his life,
Mhm.
I've definitely had to deal with different things such as being able to really have to balance everything out, yo. Like it's a thin line between, all right, yeah, go ahead, you gotta shine, to hey yo, you mine. You know?
yeah, for sure.
So man, that's something you definitely gotta tread like in the end when you dealing with in the industry, man. I tell people, man, everybody ain't cut for it.
Everybody's not cut out for entertainment.
Yeah, man.
I don't want to dogpile LeBron because like I said, we love LeBron up here at Crocs and Socks.
That's my guy. I want a lot of money with LeBron.
For sure. We're gonna get into that underdogs a little later. But for right now, I want to switch gears just a little bit.
What's that?
I want to talk hip hop, right?
Yeah. My favorite.
Do you remember? I'm asking that facetiously.
Okay.
Cushion Orange Juice, the great Wiz Khalifa.
Of course, man.
Let's go ahead and give him one of these. He deserves it. Cushion Orange Juice, classic.
Taylor Gang, yo.
Guess what I found out here in the last few days?
What's that?
Wiz has decided to let the good people know the camouflage shorts go with anything I want to wear.
Anything I want to wear.
The fan base, yes.
Still.
Yeah.
Get what? 10 years later?
Still go with anything
the
you
camo
want
stacks go with anything I
you
want to wear.
Yeah, Cushion Orange Juice 2 is on the way, people. Cushion Orange Juice 2. That's right. The countdown has started.
That's good. But you see the thing about Wiz that I love
Dang,
is...
that's the countdown. Hey, hopefully Wiz don't take as long.
Don't take that goddamn long.
Don't take as long as that countdown just took, Wiz. But we are here for Cushion Orange Juice 2. Come on, Wiz.
I'm here for it, bro. I'm here for it.
Man.
When it come down to it, like, Wiz was one of the most influential artists coming up in my time because, I mean, around that time, I was just getting out of high school. And, bro was so influential. Like, people were doing his hairstyles, his hair waves, the patch.
Yes.
Like
smokers, some people who spoke down to the smokers found themselves being a smoker just because of Wiz Khalifa.
Because of being a stoner, and I feel like maybe he might be this generation Snoop coming along.
I'd say so. But between him and DC Young Fly was putting, I mean, they did the How Highs and so there's some characters. But I would say more Wiz Khalifa because you said Snoop. The whole music.
Who do you? No, I'm so far as weed. So far as a weed advocate, I feel like when it comes to marijuana, I feel like, man, shit. you got to think about Snoop. Mm-hmm. You got to think about Wiz. And it's a couple.
I think those two are kind of holding their own right there at the top. But after that, though, who? I hear Lil Wayne is. I mean. Constant smoke cloud.
I know Lil Wayne for the drink.
Constant, that constant smoke cloud, Lil Wayne.
We know Weezy for the drink, man. What's up with Boosie and Ye though?
I heard about that. I don't know.
I'm scared, bro.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I'm scared.
No, I'm not worried about Boosie and Ye. Your boy Charleston White.
What'd he do?
He came for Bootsy. He said he's sending that man to jail.
No.
Yeah, Charleston said, I'm sending you to jail. You called, you threatened the promoter. We got the audio recording on tape. We sending you to jail. That's exactly what this man was saying.
We sending you to jail, Mr. Boosie.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Mr. Badass.
I've always heard, as far as, it goes with Charleston White in the entertainment industry, you're not going to like everybody. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Everybody's not going to like everybody. But I think it may have been Whack 100 said this when it comes to Charleston White. If you are in the street, not just in the music industry, but you're in the street, you want to stay away from him because he don't play them games. He's gonna do what he's saying he's gonna do to Bootsy. He's sending you to jail. So
the thing about
if those are the games you play, just stay away from that man.
Now we got a very special episode this week for you because we do. Like we giving it up, and to be honest, it's not a lot of people who can honestly say that they interacted and met with Charleston White.
Correct.
I met Charleston White down in Atlanta at I don't think it was a fire pit or something like that. Okay. Yeah, man. When I met Charleston White down in Atlanta, man, it was so crazy because when I tell you, I knew the tread light. And then what was also odd to me was for him to act the way he acts.
Right.
That man stay on point. Now, people might not believe it or not, but Charleston White spotted me spotting him. And if you go on my Instagram, make sure y'all follow me on Instagram.
Follow NOVI TV on Instagram.
NOVI TV on Instagram. You go to my Instagram, you will see when I ran into him in Atlanta, and literally, bro had a bottle of Patrol with his head and all. I was like, yo, bro,
you know what?
fuck it.
I remember the photo.
Yeah.
I remember the photo.
I got the camera right. I'm like, yo, nigga. And you can hear me in the video like, yo, nigga, that's Charleston White. When I said white, that nigga eyes went locked.
Hold on.
And it was so dope.
Hold on. You can't say that, bro.
Nah, he was.
You said his eyes locked.
Yeah, he locked on me. He wasn't playing, bro. That nigga was like, cause he know niggas after him.
We'll talk about that later.
He locked on me like, what's happening? Low key, literally, he responded to me before I responded to him. Like, what's happening, nigga? And I was like, yeah. I was like, hey, and you know me being me, like, yo, we got Charleston White. Yeah. No. You know, and it was definitely all love, bro. He definitely shouted me out, shouted my platform. So when it comes to Charleston White, y'all dealing with people like him, you gotta always understand tread light, bro, because you might fuck around, end up in the back of a cop car.
Yeah, and I didn't feel like Whack 100 had any disrespect in that statement. He was basically just saying, you know, this is how everybody don't move the same.
Yeah.
So as you're saying, tread lightly when you're around this man. Whack 100 said, just if you don't, if you dibble and dabble in certain things, just stay clear of that, man.
Just stay clear of that, man.
So shout out to
But
Charleston
you never
White.
told me who you going with, the Boosie versus Jay. I like how you slid.
Yeah,
up
I
out
did.
of that. Yeah,
And because it's tricky. Because
do you know where it stemmed from?
I don't know, but if you just asking me where I'm
Kanye
going,
said he created every genre.
Yeah, for the last 20 years.
Yeah.
And Boosie disagreed.
Well, man, y'all go check this out, man.
This is what I said.
This is what he basically said, man. Look, like, I just found out Wipe Me Down was made in 07. I have no partake in any of that fuckery. And man, you gotta give it to Ye, because Ye's mother was a teacher, so you gotta always understand.
Salute to Miss Donda.
When you dealing with somebody who was raised by, you know, a teacher, then you gotta always remember that everything is calculated, even from what he says to his comeback. And for the first time in a really long time, I feel like that nigga humble Boosie. That nigga really humble Boosie, and it's hard to humble Boosie, but give it to Ye. Yeah,
Boosie. The last time I saw Boosie be humble was when he sat down on Mike Tyson's podcast.
And he was saying
the name of the podcast is escaping me.
Hot Boxing.
Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson.
Check out that Mike Tyson Hot Boxing.
Classic episodes over there with Mike Tyson on Hot Boxing. But this was one that stuck out to me because, like you said, Boosie was humble. We all know Boosie will say what Boosie wants to say when Boosie wants to say it. Boosie didn't say much of nothing on that episode. And it wasn't because he didn't want to be there, didn't want to speak, didn't want to be involved. It's because he was listening to what Mike had to say to him, because Mike was telling him no lies.
Yeah, not only that, when you dealing with somebody
no lies.
When you dealing with somebody who got a child and their child is a part of the LGBT community, then it's kind of different, because you're not only attacking a genre or a group of people. They might take it personal to the point where they feel like
it is personal
their child. Yeah. So man, shouts out to Boosie, shouts out to Ye,
shouts out to everybody involved in that whole situation.
Standing their ground. I would have never thought I'd see that. Like a 4-day work week. Did you hear about that shit? Did you hear about that shit?
Before we jump into the 4-day work week, shout out to Senator Bernie Sanders. Correct?
That's
okay? Before we jump into that, because we was talking about Mike, I have to ask you, and I did not tell you about this intentionally, because I want to know right here, right now, what you think. Mike Tyson versus, what's the kid's name?
Jake
Paul. Wow. Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul.
Man,
you know, I'm asking you this. Let me say this before you give your answer.
Go ahead.
I told my dad that this was an interesting fight. Yeah. Simply because Mike could be aggressive, right? Mm-hmm. And we know what Mike's aggression shows. Mm-hmm. If Jake, who has power, can sneak in
that right
a power jab,
that right here,
cross, or hook on a 50-some-odd-year-old man, what happens? Because Mike's power and all that can still be there, but is that chin Is that chin still ready for that?
I don't know, man. Cause you dealing with somebody. You seen what he did to that dude on the plane, right? It wasn't too long ago. Mike Tyson turned around and gave somebody the beats on the plane.
Yeah, that happened. But that was in self-defense. I gotta stand up for the good brother Mike. I support everything that you're doing.
Oh yeah, leave niggas alone.
Yeah, that was in self-defense. Go ahead.
Yeah, but so it hasn't been long since he put hands on somebody. Then I think he had Mike Tyson. If I'm not confused, he had a few exhibitions.
Yeah, he did
in
some
the past few
exhibition
years.
matches.
So,
But there was rules and stuff in play. That's the one thing too. Jake or Mike hasn't said what the stipulations around this match is.
Okay.
Nobody knows exactly how many rounds they're gonna be planning to go.
See, now that's the thing.
Now that's the involved. You know.
See now that's the thing. When it comes down to it, regardless how anybody says what it's about, it's about Vegas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when it comes down to it, a gambler's always waiting to bet, and
that's
in my opinion, I feel like this is the biggest doozy that they could throw at anybody who would be willing to gamble.
Yeah. Where is this going? Nobody can dictate or predict where this fight could go.
So, like, when it comes down to it, this is the first fight. Novi gonna give it up. This is the first fight, in my opinion, that I actually don't know what's gonna happen.
It feels like that.
You know?
I will say this too. Also, it's coming in. Early predictions are that this is gonna break the pay-per-view sales records.
Well, that's the thing. It's not a pay-per-view event. It's a Netflix event.
But that's basically still behind the paywall. Are they gonna? Are
No,
you gonna have
free.
to pay?
If
it's
you
gonna be free
subscribe,
within Netflix.
It's free. It's
See,
free.
this is groundbreaking.
Yeah. So shout out to the creators, man.
Yeah. Shout out. Salute to the creators. Yes.
Yo, that's huge.
Salute to the creators. If you just now hearing that, save that, because we're gonna use that tagline at the end, and we want you to say it along with us the same way we do at the end of each and every episode. But definitely salute to the creators for being creative. I want to see how Netflix rolls this out. I want to see exactly what this is all about. Yeah, man, Jake Paul. So give me your pick, your early pick. This doesn't have to be.
So who am I going with?
You
gonna put me on the spot like that?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I said all that to say this.
Yo, this is what I want to do. No. This is what I want to do. If you watching this video right now, y'all listening to us, make sure y'all subscribe and comment.
Tell us
I want y'all to
comment
who y'all think gonna win, yo.
Crocs and Socks is very important that you guys are interacting with us on that level, which you are. We just encouraging you right here, right now, to do it as often as you can.
And we a community, y'all. So what's a community without y'all?
Yes,
y'all. I want y'all to comment. I want y'all to comment. We want to take something like a poll. Who y'all feel like gonna win this?
Mike Tyson or Jake Paul? I wish I had the stats. We're gonna get that.
You see, I dodged your question.
Yeah, but we're gonna get back to it.
Okay,
don't worry.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Mike.
Can I get a justification?
The reason I want to go with Mike is because, like I said, when it comes down to it, it's about Vegas, dog, and everybody willing to gamble.
Mike gets the draw.
Everybody willing to bet. So when it comes down to it, a lot of people are looking at the statistics aside from looking at the fact of who the man is. I don't care if he's 60-something. I don't care if he out of touch so far as the boxing thing, because he hasn't been involved with it. I don't care about any of that. You talking about Mike?
This is Mike.
Iron
Tyson. Mike Tyson.
Iron Mike. Fucking Tyson.
Yeah, you're right.
So
you're right.
I would never bet against Mike Tyson. Fighting a YouTuber.
So honestly,
no offense, dog.
Honestly though, you guys is gonna put big money on Jake Paul. If somehow, some way he can slip a jab, those are gonna be your big winners.
That jab.
That's gonna be your big winners.
And that's the thing.
If Jake can find a way to slip a jab, it could get interesting, man. But yeah, we can get back to what you were speaking on. I didn't want to.
Oh man, it's good, man.
I'm sorry.
It's good, man.
But we were talking about Mike, so I felt like I had to go ahead and let you know.
It's good, man.
Mike's going against Jake. You're taking Mike. You didn't ask me who I'm going to take, but I'm taking Mike Tyson. Come on, man.
I was about to
There's
say.
No way.
There's no way. Get him out of here.
Yeah,
I thought he was going to say Jake. If he was going to say Jake, I was going to say get him out of here. No.
I'm definitely taking Mike. I'm going with what I know. But what I will say is I cannot be mad at those guys who are taking those bets with Jake Paul just to see what's going to happen. Some people saying this fight's already rigged. It's kind of set up in a way already.
If you take
So-
if you taking Jake Paul over Mike Tyson, get him out of here.
Get him outta
Get him out of here like
here.
Bobby Aldoff, man. Get him out of here like Bobby Aldoff. Whatever her name is. You seen that Bobby chick got kicked out of Drake party?
Yes, they said at first they thought it was a joke. Come to find out, it wasn't a joke. Drake didn't want her at the function, and Drake himself wasn't even at the function.
Ooh,
Drake found out that Miss Bobby had showed up at his function, and he sent word to have Miss Bobby removed from the function that he was not present at himself.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
that
crazy.
absolutely happened.
That's what you call power, though. See, because the thing about it is,
That's sending a signal. That's yeah.
Not only that, it's all fun and games until it ain't fun and games, and the clout chasing shit. It only get people so far till you realize that clout chasing got horrible consequences and repercussions.
But there are never gonna be a shortage of clout chasers.
Like,
Trust and believe.
I've personally never been not allowed in a party, but I can only imagine how embarrassing that is, especially being somebody that you actually did a video with, you did a collaboration with. But my question is, what went left?
Yeah, there was so much mystique around. That's what I was gonna say, around what happened between them. And honestly, when that first happened, Drake going and sitting down with her, that kind of threw people off. How did you land that interview?
But see, my thing is, I actually watched the interview.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I want to say, bro led with respect, and it's a thin line between clout chasing and being disrespectful. I mean, even Offset had to stop her at one point. Like, no,
It
got not the
went
gimmicks
too far.
You know why I'm here?
I didn't see that one, but
Yeah, Offset exposed her. Offset was the first person to expose her because, see, the thing is, you have and we got nothing against no creators, whatever you do, but there's a group of people, you know what I'm saying, there's a new content revolved around, it's called uncomfortable content, you know.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it.
And
there's a value there, though, and I get what you're saying. That's just a thin line because you don't want to get disrespectful.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
like me sitting down asking Kenneth, why you got me here? Yeah. Nah, man.
Well, I got you here, good brother, to, spread positivity and love to the Crocs and Socks listeners and let them know that they can be exactly who they are. All they got to do is just, accept who they are and be comfortable in that.
And that's what we do it for, man. Y'all tuned in.
Yeah. Salute to the Crocs and Socks
another
listeners,
episode of Crocs and Socks podcast.
Crocs and Socks the pod.
Yes, sir.
10 a.m. over on Swell every Saturday morning. Then tap in with us on YouTube, 9 a.m. every Saturday morning.
Now,
Let's
you
go.
ain't even do the house rules, man. Pause. House rules. If it's Saturday, it's Saturday morning,
Good people.
If it's Saturday morning and you riding down your road, or you cleaning up your living room, or you vacuuming, or you cleaning up around the house, make sure you got on your Crocs. Make sure you got on us.
I gotta
make
do
sure
this.
you keep this going.
I gotta do this.
Give them the
Crocs and
house
Socks
rules.
listeners, I do apologize. Please do forgive me. I guess in my excitement of having the good brother Novi Lee back on set with me, I had a lapse in my thoughts, and I forgot to lay down the house rules. All right, so let's lay these house rules down each and every Saturday morning, like you said, 10 a.m. over on Eastern time over on Swell. Make sure you're listening to Crocs and Socks the podcast. All right, then Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern time.
Make sure
we're here.
y'all
We're
follow us
premiering
on
on
YouTube.
YouTube. Tap in with the Crocs and Socks community, the Crocs and Socks podcast. All you got to do is make sure you got your Crocs on, your socks on. You're being exactly who you are, and you're comfortable in that. All right.
Whether you in two-wheel drive,
two-wheel drive,
whether
four-wheel
you in
drive,
four-wheel
it
drive,
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Just make
be
sure you're going
yourself,
somewhere,
all right?
and make sure you being yourself, man. Because we are doing it
for
y'all,
you.
Man.
Yeah, man. The house rules have been covered. We can get back to the show.
Yeah. Hold on. Speaking of that,
What's
man,
up?
Wait. Oh,
Is
man.
it happening?
Hold on.
Oh, I thought my nose was smelling.
Oh Lord, I smell something.
my goodness.
Okay, and we got a delivery.
All right, good people.
Special delivery.
Let's make some space.
Special delivery.
Special delivery.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, we're gonna need that.
We're gonna need. This real. Is this really going on right now?
Thank you.
Is it really
We're gonna
happening?
need all this. Yeah, man.
We getting some food
It's
from
happening.
us?
Yes.
Oh man.
All right, good people. Crocs and Socks. Man, We want to say, hold on. Here we go. Oh my goodness.
Oh Lord.
We want to say major salute. Oh, let me get into the box. I don't want to talk.
Hold, cause we got.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Hold on. It's hold on.
I can't hold
We
this.
need to
Hold
clap,
this.
man.
Hold this.
We
We can clap. Hold on. Let's go. Celebrate. Everything.
Oh, you gotta do the horn. Do the first one. Do that
Right here? You like that one? Let's go. Give us a second. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Hey man, look here, y'all.
Talk to him.
I don't know if y'all can see it.
Oh.
But I don't know if y'all can't smell it.
I'm about to. Don't worry.
Look here, y'all. Is what's going on really what I think happening right now?
It's happening right now.
Oh my God, man. Yo, hey, it's Novi Lee from Novi Lee TV.
Yes.
Shout out to everybody following. Yes. Make sure y'all subscribe. I think
my God.
It's official, yo. We got our first sponsorship, yo. Okay then. If you wondering what we spazzing about right now,
fried pork chop.
Oh, you got fried pork chop. What else you got in there?
Chicken wings.
Ooh. Oh, chicken wing.
What we got right here? Is that the white fish with the shrimp and the? Oh my goodness!
Is this the Philly?
It's the white fish right here.
Hey man, if you tuning in right now, I want to introduce you guys to our first ever sponsorship. Man, shout out to the good folks. This episode of Crocs and Socks podcast
it is brought to you by
365
Grilling.
The good people
Seafood.
at 365
Best
Grilling,
fish
man.
in the city.
Shout out to
They got a brand new location. Aside from that, this menu. Let me read just a bit.
Wait. Shout out Lance Robinson.
Mr. Lance Robinson.
Mr.
Thank
Lance
you so
Robinson.
much. I want to speak, so I'm not gonna eat. I don't want to be rude. I want to let the good people know. This menu, I'm just gonna fish and shrimp, sausage dogs, burgers, chicken wings. But then we got po' boys. We got burgers and fries. Crab legs every Friday. Oh my goodness. Saturday special is flavored wings. You get a 6-piece. You can get a 12-piece. He got lemon pepper, garlic parmesan, mango habanero. Habanero. I'm sorry. Habanero.
Can I
honey
get a
mustard
hot tub?
Man, stay away from that. No, you can't mess with that
Which
devil.
one mean? We got
what you
seafood
got?
in this one right
Man,
here.
so
I
much.
gotta make sure I got the
Oh,
right
that's
one.
a
I
po'
think it's the
boy.
one under
It's
that.
probably that one right there. Make sure you tap in with 365 Grilling Seafood, the best fish in the city. Man.
Hey, man, we want to give a super stupid shout out, man.
Thank you. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Our sponsors for this episode and long-term friends and partners of this show, Crocs and Socks community. Please reach out. If you're in the city, if you're local, tap in with 365 Grilling. Man, oh man. All right. We're gonna dive in a little bit because it smells delicious in here. It smells delicious in here right now. We're gonna dive into this food just a little bit. We don't want to be rude on camera, but we want to let you guys know that 365 Grilling is sponsoring the Crocs and Socks podcast. We're super excited. Thank you to you guys. Man, y'all are the best. Oh my goodness, everything.
Hey man, we gotta give a shout out, man. Hey, make sure you all go roll it, man. 365 Grilling, seafood, best fish in the city. Go ahead and kill that po' boy up. I'm gonna go ahead and get these on my sponsors right here.
See it?
749 John B. White Senior Boulevard.
Oh my. Oh, that's the po' boy with the white fish and the shrimp. Come on, man. I ain't gonna disrespect the camera. I ain't gonna do it, but
I ain't gonna do it.
I'm coming. Don't worry.
749 John B. White Senior Boulevard, Spartanburg, South Carolina.
You see that right there? That's what it's all about right there.
That's what it's all about.
365 Grilling.
365
year round.
Grilling. For sure. Hey, make
Mr.
sure.
Mr. Lance, thank you again, brother.
Now, when it comes down to it, Super Soul Sundays from 12 to 5.
Okay.
Oh, man.
I'm done putting it up.
Oh, man. I'm hungry.
Go ahead. Good enough. That fried pork chop. Oh, my God. Was that okra?
With the fried okra.
Must have. Okay.
I love the crispiness.
Oh, my God.
And the texture. We done turned this to a food
We're
pod,
sorry.
man.
Listen.
Hold on.
Okay.
Let me get my Keith Leon. I want to say the food was great. I like how it tasted. It came great. It came deliberately packaged full. My fried okra was cooked crispy to exactly perfection. My pork chop was made.
Hey.
God almighty.
Give me some of them fries. I'm sorry.
Man, we're going to spend about 15 minutes
No,
on the
we got-
pod eating, bro.
Hey, 365 Grilling, the best fish in town. Mr. Lance Robinson. Thank you so much, man. You guys, please, just go.
What we're going to do
There's nothing
is
else I can say.
we're going to sit this car right here. We're going to sit these plates to the side. Because when I tell you, we will cut the pod off on y'all boys for this.
Yeah,
This
we
shit
got
right here good.
All right.
And we want to thank you, man.
Thank you so much. 365 Grilling.
This is really huge, man. Crocs and Socks podcast for us to be a group of young black entrepreneurs and young black creators. I want to honestly say,
man.
it's really big. It's a big thing right here, bro.
Man. This is huge for us. Crocs and Socks community. Each and every week, man, it's a lot that goes on between these episodes that you guys may not know about. But just please understand how much work that myself, Novi Lee, and the rest of the Crocs and Socks team is putting in. Look, he can't even look at him. He don't know.
Keep going. Don't look at me.
It's don't. Hey, I'm trying to tell you, but listen. This means so much to us. So 365 Grilling, thank you for seeing something in this show and in this pod that you guys felt like you were willing to put your company and your trust on the line with us. And we just hope that we're doing you right, because you are doing us more than right now.
And you know he got the food truck too. On God.
Yes.
Hey, we're gonna go ahead. This number out.
Yes.
You got anything going on, events, anything you want to be covered? Make sure you get in touch with Mr. Lance Robinson at 365 Grilling, because he gonna pull up with the food truck, with the fish, with the shrimp, with the sausage dog burger. Make sure you call 864-384-5273. We about to turn this into a taste test podcast on God.
All right.
Word, man. Word.
Little piece right there. We're gonna get back into
For sure, man. One thing I want to thank Lance, because one thing about him, he's been somebody that I've worked with before in the past, and I respect him to the utmost, because one thing about his restaurant and his business, he runs his business with him and his wife, and that's big, dog. That's big. So I want to shout out to the guys and the family at 365 Grilling Seafood. When you coming down on the way to the west side, you see that little building over there by Dills, make sure y'all stop and get y'all a plate and sell them folks.
You will not be disappointed.
Sunshine, man.
No joke.
That's our taste of the week.
Yeah.
That's our taste of the week.
Mr. Lance, you almost ruined the pod, because I don't know how much further I can go. I want to get back into that box so much right now. Pause. Not pause. Who knows at this point? But
go.
Yeah, man.
Bring some more.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you. One more time before we get out of here, just salute to 365 Grilling. Make sure you guys take the time to tap in with them. They're doing great stuff over there. Trust me. Trust me.
And they definitely got our taste of the week, man. They got our taste of the week.
Yes.
So, hey, what conspiracy theory of the week, bro?
Conspiracy
We
theory
got
of
to
the week.
roll in
Hold on.
from one category to the next.
This week's Crocs and Socks Conspiracy Theory of the Week.
So
I'm gonna let you lead.
okay, so
Go.
I want to talk about
how we
in the
cover-
conspiracy break. I want to talk about the eclipse. Can we talk about the eclipse?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So the reason I'm bringing it up as a conspiracy is because initially my kids were not out of school behind this. Then I saw other schools being, whatever. No. And then all of a sudden, even my kids' school, they let out. And I was curious, what's the reasoning behind this? And I don't want to misspeak, but as far as I could gather, it had something to do about the fact that the kids would be in transit during the time of this eclipse. And this is a very dangerous eclipse to look at with the naked eye. It could damage your eyes, things like that.
Yeah.
So the logic behind canceling school is because they don't want the kids to be Excuse me, I can still get the fried pork chop. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
shit
365 Grilling. One more time. 365 Grilling. Make sure you go in and spending some time with those people. But yeah, so if that's the breakdown on why the schools are canceling school completely for that day, then how
You call cap?
so what's gonna stop the kids from looking up? It doesn't. I mean, you know what I'm
They
saying?
gonna look up and no. I think I know what it is. Not on they watch.
Oh, okay. So if this happens during school hours, you look up, get a retina burn. The parent could somehow twist that onto it being the school's liability.
Yeah, man. I think not only that. I feel like now in this time, we as a society and we like to group each other into worldly events, and I don't want to say maybe they might be grooming these children for something like that, but at the same time, you got a group of kids who lived through 9/11. You know,
We did.
I got a cousin that they told me, he was like, man, I'm scared of planes. I'm scared to fly. And I had to ask him. I said, bro, why? He was like, man, 9/11. And I had to tell myself, he grew up in that.
Right.
Like he grew up in that. So I don't know what it may be so far as what's going to happen. Because let's say they did let this kid to school and the kids didn't listen. Because kids don't listen, bro.
Right, and the kids aren't going to listen whether they're at school or not. They're going to try to look up and see this event that's been magnified to enormous proportion. They're going to want to witness it as well.
Exactly.
I think I'm more through this in the conspiracy theory this week, though. It's just, I feel like this is just one more thing. Like, we're looking back to the skies again. Elon Musk just sent the biggest sent the biggest rocket ever produced by man, you know, on its third test flight. They had some successes, but at some point during the test flight, something didn't return back home, or they lost signal. You know, it's just, we got this focus. Maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, they were talking about Russia possibly having nuclear armed satellites in the sky. It's just, what is going on with this whole look up thing? Like, there's something going on. Is there something going on in these skies?
Well, look here.
I know an eclipse isn't abnormal. I'm just questioning it. You know,
you know how I rock.
Just questioning
I'm gonna
it.
open it all the way up for y'all because y'all rock with me.
Okay.
And I rock with y'all. And guess what? If they come looking for y'all ain't hearing from me. It's called Project Bluebeam, dog.
I've heard of this.
It's called Project Bluebeam. Now, you talking about a guy who been knowing about the Illuminati since 2008. You talking about a guy who's been doing research, and I'm talking about myself in particular. There's been things going on in the sky, and there's been things going on that are not of our knowledge that we knew could possibly be capable. But I can tell you one thing for sure. It's man-made. So now, with what you're telling me, what could possibly happen if they're getting kids already worked up for this, and not only worked up for it, but they're getting these kids out of school for it, we could possibly be setting ourselves up for a worldly staged event. And not to say anything bad can happen or anything good gonna happen, but at the same time, when everybody's looking,
it's about the exercise. It's about the exercise.
And when all the eyes are on one thing.
That's kind of why I was leaning towards conspiracy with this big thing. Like, we're talking about all these different topics and things that are going on in the world, but this is one thing. Everybody may not hear about these individual things in their pockets, but this eclipse is eclipsing all of that.
Well, look, I want you guys out there. Make sure y'all go on YouTube and search Project Bluebeam, because we gonna always give it to you how we supposed to. That other stuff, you can go listen to the other podcasts for the small talk, but at the end of the day, we're gonna keep y'all in the loop. Cause it's the Crocs and Socks. You know what I mean? And,
Salute to the listeners.
And when shit pop off, you better have your Crocs and socks ready because you ain't gonna have time to go get them. And that's
Stay equipped with your Crocs and socks.
And
That's this week's Crocs and Socks Conspiracy of the Week. Yeah, man.
I fuck with that effect, bro.
So as far as it goes with our conspiracy theories, we want to make sure that you guys know that you can reach out to us on any of our platforms, NOVI League TV, AMP Influencers, over on Instagram. Reach out to us. Let us know. We got the email set up over at Gmail, Crocs and Socks, the podcast at gmail.com. Tap in with us. Let us know your conspiracies. What's on your mind? What are you thinking may or may not be so? You know,
it might be some shit that y'all seeing that we not.
Right.
And I would love to be able to bring that to the table for our listeners because we a community. Whether they like it or not.
Yes.
And I don't think they like it, but it ain't up for them to like.
Yes.
Because we going to always stick together, stay in tune. So.
Salute to the Crocs and Socks listeners. I want to plug something I plugged a couple weeks ago, but I want to let the listeners know about it one more time. We got the Black Effect Network Podcast Festival coming up April 27th in Atlanta, Georgia at Pullman Yards.
In the A.
Listen, y'all gotta pull up. Y'all gotta pull up at this festival. You got to be there. Not only will I be there, Novi Lee will be there,
and the
rest
team
of the street team will be there. All right, you will get to meet producer Steve. You'll meet Gibb. RJ will be there, and some people that you guys don't quite know about yet.
And most importantly, you'll meet me and your boy.
Yeah, we'll be there as well. We got some special stuff planned for the Black Effect Festival, so please make sure you're there. Reach out to us. Let us know you're coming so we can look forward to meeting and interacting with you guys in person. I'm looking forward to it. I was able to attend last year. I was able to meet some very influential people in the podcast space. Miss Ebony with the Professional Homegirl podcast over on the Black Effect Network.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to her.
Salute to Miss Ebony. If you guys aren't following the Professional Homegirl podcast, this pod is... Man,
I like that name.
It's so deep. No. And she is the dopest. Miss Ebony is the dopest, but her pod... I don't want to try to explain it in words. It's one of those pods where you just lead people that direction, and then you wait for them to come back and speak to you about what they heard over there.
I like that.
The Professional Homegirl podcast. Make sure you tapped in. The Black Effect Network Podcast Festival. It's
Shout
going
out to
down.
Charlemagne, God, South Carolina
backstage.
alumni.
Yes,
man.
Salute.
Hey, shout out to Charlemagne, God, man.
Let me give him one.
Yeah, you definitely got to give him one, bro.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Because how you going to come from South
And put
Carolina
that
doing
together.
all this?
It's amazing.
I love that.
It's amazing.
I love that. You get what I mean? Charlemagne, you definitely give it. You give people like me, young black boys from
Dirt roads ourselves.
from rural areas.
Yeah.
You give us
That
hope
hope.
to believe that no matter where you from, no matter who you know, you can always make a way.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And shit, you got this far with a list. Yo,
Hey.
y'all better do something.
Black Effect Network Podcast Festival, Pullman Yards, Atlanta, Georgia, April
Be there.
27th. Be there. Meet us there. Man, I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited, man. We got some stuff planned. We got some restaurants down there we got lined up that we're going to be spending some time at. Hopefully, we're going to be meeting up with some other creators that we've had the pleasure of getting to know over the last few years. So I'm excited. I'm excited.
Super excited.
You got anything else you want to just, throw out there
man,
right now? What you got?
Bro, sure. I mean, I could. Yo, shout out to Sexy Red, man.
Oh.
With the number one, our
Man.
second number one. Get it, sexy.
Rolling Loud, Mainstay, Sexy Red.
And then she did. And what I
mean,
love about
fresh-
it, what I love about it is she brought the Halle Berry sample back in with the Get It Sexy. I love that. I don't know what's going on, but I think we have finally got to the point in life where, and musically, we are actually appreciating what happened before. I remember in rap, you was dated. So once your time came, your time went. But what I love about hip-hop
Innovation.
and rap, after 50 years, we as a people and artists like Puffy, artists like I mean, producers like Puffy, producers like Ye, producers like Knife Wonder. You got a lot of producers who came up sampling music that wasn't of our genre. And it was so many dilemmas with that, even with Kanye's dilemma not being able to clear the sample for everybody, which is one of my favorite songs. But they wouldn't clear it because
producer troubles.
And not only that, you might have a pop band who don't even want to align with that. But at the end of the day, I thank God that music has gotten to a place, rap music has gotten to a place where we have begun to sample our own music.
Yeah.
And shout
that
out
is
to
cool.
Sexy.
That is cool.
Dope,
that's
dog.
cool.
Because that was the problem with us. You had a generation of children who couldn't resonate with a generation of adults. And when you have people or artists sampling music from a time before, we bridging that gap.
Yeah, that's big.
And
that's big. That's a big element to this.
And that's a big element, dog. Yeah. Like I'm even hearing "Wipe Me Down" on the radio again, which is dope because at the same time, we gotta give each other our flowers because nobody's gonna give it to us if we don't give it to each other first.
I like that. I like that,
man. I ain't even gonna lie. I think I wanna go ahead and say she might be here to stay, dog. Sexy Red is here to stay.
I think so. I think she carved out that lane in a way that it's hers.
Yeah.
There'll be others who will drive in that lane now.
Yeah.
So, but that lane was carved by Sexy Red. It came at a time where, you had Ratchet and what was the word everybody was Savage but she found a way to. She made that her own.
Yeah.
So salute to Sexy Red, man. Yeah. Salute to Miss Sexy Red. I think she's here to stay as well.
But you know who not here to stay?
Who?
Aaron Donald.
Oh yeah,
he just announced his retirement.
Clap it up for that guy. I want to give those applause. Listen, I've seen the clips of 3 grown men, NFL players, trying to take on Aaron Donald,
and nothing happened.
No success. No success,
bro. Yeah. I seen him tackle 2 niggas at one time.
That cat's a legend. It didn't take long for him to reach legendary status, but man, salute to Aaron Donald, one of the best to ever do it.
Yeah, man. But what's up with Baltimore choosing not to re-sign Odell?
Well, I mean,
Odell.
Well, see, listen, this is what I'll say. Odell was there this year.
Oh, yeah, he showed up.
He was there. He did. I saw a few things happen.
Do you feel like...
But I don't think it was like...
But this is the thing, Kenneth. Do you feel like he's becoming one of those players who has the stigma around them that they're ring chasing?
I don't think he's a ring chaser. I mean, they all chasing a ring to some extent. But
team chasing a ring.
But Odell, are you asking me, is he looking for a home? I don't think he's looking for a home.
Ain't no such thing for a home.
I don't think he's looking for a home.
Ring.
I don't think he's looking for a home. I'm gonna say this is what I'll say. A few weeks ago I heard talks of the 49ers dealing with Debo in a way. Oh. And I just never saw that. Like Debo, to me, he's loyal to the 49ers. Mm-hmm. He's getting better for them, not just himself. He wants to win a championship with them. So I feel like for teams to recognize when they come across those type players and cherish that, then that's the key. This guy wants to be here. He wants to get better, not only for himself, he wants to get better for also us. Is Odell that guy? Just based off what we're seeing from the outside, it would be hard for me to say yes right now.
Okay.
But Odell has had injuries. Odell has had his own struggles and battles, which has, dictated his career path as well. So, I mean, it's a tricky thing. We're outside looking in. But if Odell was happy there, I would have liked to see him there because he was helping that team.
Yeah,
but if he wasn't happy or they weren't happy, then sometimes it is best to just, cut ties, man. But
I tell you, not happy.
Who?
Carolina motherfucking Panther fans.
Oh man,
it got so out of hand. Yeah. We got country artists like Luke Combs.
Yeah, on a major scale, letting them know. Letting them know. Listen, we're not happy with the decisions being made in the front office.
We ain't happy.
We're not happy with the plays being called on the field.
We're not happy with the decisions made in the office, on the field, behind the camera. Like, being a Carolina native is really hard.
It's rough.
Because at the end of the day, we country boys, you know. I mean, and not only that, we loyal to we loyal to who we are. So you got a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, say keep pounding, but what we pounding at?
Yeah.
We need to be pounding towards progression and pounding towards success. I've even heard rumors of them having a rally in Charlotte pretty soon. Basically just stepping up saying, yo, we not going for this no more. And I even heard my boy Mason Cam. I heard my boys Mason Cam might possibly pop up just to show their appreciation.
That would be dope.
That would be dope, man. And shout out to Mason Cam, man. Shout out to It Is What It Is podcast. I'm definitely a fan of that.
To the creators.
You'll never believe who just started a podcast, though.
I think I got you. Let me guess. Just let me guess. A Jenner? And...
a former Jenner.
No. We're not
I'm not gonna do my boy like that.
I kind of just heard something about
Kardashian.
Yeah. But who's this?
Hey, yo, y'all, man, it's getting crazy out here in the podcast universe.
Who's she partnering with?
Man, who is he? Who are
they partnering with?
Yeah, man. Bruce Jenner just announced a podcast with Lamar Odom.
Kris Jenner. No, not Kris Jenner. What is her? What's the name, bro?
Call her Caitlyn.
Caitlyn Jenner. We're gonna be proper because that's a request. You know, I don't want nobody calling me out my name. So Caitlyn Jenner has a pod coming up with.
Yeah, man, with Lamar Odom, one of her.
Lamar Odom.
Yeah, that's
that's interesting.
Yeah, that's very interesting because the thing about it is, I'm ready to look at the podcast to look at the chemistry that they have because. Whether you realize it or not, that
world class,
one point of time,
world class, you can't take that away.
Those were world class
athletes,
and not only that, they were family.
I will say, I'm guessing there's a lot to talk about if they're gonna talk sports on this show, which I'm guessing they are. Mm-hmm. There's gonna be a lot to talk about, and there's gonna be angles and insight that only the two of them can give in that unique way. So. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I'm here for the pod. I'm giving them a chance. Salute to the creators. I'm going to be tapping in. I'm going to be listening up. I want to hear what you guys got to say. All right?
I want to hear what y'all got to say, man. I wish we had RJ here to give us a little bit more sports analyst. But, you know what I'm saying? I want to shout out my boy because as of right now.
Salute to Guapo Images.
If y'all watching and listening to this right now, my boy will be on the campus of Howard University. HBCU. Yes, sir, man.
Doing work, man.
Doing
Salute
work,
to the good brother
man.
RJ.
Yo, you out there in Howard, make sure you put on, man. Because I tell you, you gone, we putting on while you gone.
Yeah,
so
man.
When you come back, it's on.
Howard,
sure.
You said Howard University?
Yeah.
Howard University students and faculty. We hoping that you guys are gonna show hospitality to the good brother RJ while he's there. And if you happen to run into him, just tell him that you heard that the Crocs and Socks podcast was one of the best podcasts out there, and he's gonna get you the link and make sure you're able to tap in and tune in with us. You said he's there Saturday?
Yeah, he's gonna be there this whole weekend,
so,
bro. He's gonna
that's perfect.
He's gonna be there this whole weekend.
Salute to Howard University and everybody on that campus, man.
HBCU, and he's gonna be capturing content this entire weekend, taking pictures and recording.
Man. That's awesome.
And basically engaging in the media, man. And I love that because you know what I'm saying, shit, we come from the same era, and when you're dealing with young black men in this entertainment, man, it's definitely a journey because a lot of the people who are in positions of power might not look at you or might not look like you. And for people to be able to reach out to us and to believe in us and believe in our craft, man, I'm telling you, man.
Thank you.
It's nothing like
it. Means the world to us.
It means the world to us, man. It means the world to us. So
I don't want to jump out of that quick, because salute to RJ and salute to Howard University. Salute to HBCU. Mm-hmm. We talked a little bit about hip hop earlier.
Excuse me.
We talked a little bit about hip hop.
Yeah.
So what I want to do is I want to get back into some hip hop.
Yeah.
And I want to spend some time with the guy who, in my mind, was always up there with the new school in the upper echelon.
Where you going with this? Who you talking about?
He was right there in that upper echelon always to me.
What?
But here in the last few years, or I'll say 2 years, his name has kind of disappeared.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I agree with his name disappearing from that top few, but it has.
Yeah.
But he's back.
Who?
Big Sean is back.
Oh!
B.I.G. is back.
You gotta hit something on
And
that
this
one.
week's Rap Genius. Heat Seekers.
Hey,
Bars of the week.
Last night took a L, but tonight I bounced back.
We just gonna get right into it.
Yo, you tell me Sean back, I'm about to go crazy.
We just gonna get right into it.
If you tell me Sean back, I'm about to go
We
crazy.
just gonna get right into it.
I think where I lack most as an artist is consistency. I just haven't had the energy to compete with enemies or y'all so-called bigger three. But every verse I lay, fans love to say, man, niggas is sleep. But 200 million records up, though, it isn't a dream. Even if you was my son, you couldn't belittle me. My life got more layers than a secret identity, and
Hold on.
Man, bring that shit
Salute.
back. Bring that shit back.
Sean?
Hold the fuck up. Bring
B.I.
that shit back, nigga. You talking about one of my favorites.
This week's Rap Genius, Heat Seekers, Bars of the Week. Big Sean.
Let's go.
yeah.
Whole
Crocs and
time. This is a
socks.
freestyle. Crocs and socks. Let's go.
I think where I lack most as an artist is consistency. I just haven't had the energy to compete with enemies or y'all so-called bigger three. But every verse I lay, fans love to say, man, niggas is sleep. But 200 million records up, though, it isn't a dream. Even if you was my son, you couldn't belittle me. My life got more layers than a secret identity. And I'm all money in like Nip and J Stone whipping the brinks. And I get to snapping on it, but never was the weakest link. I might have been a sneaky link. She know when she get inside
Sean,
with me, the
this
bitch
week's
get a buzz, and I don't
Rap Genius, Heat
Man, let
Seekers.
it rock some more. Let it rock some more.
Hey,
Let it rock some more.
I hate when people tell me that it's never that serious. You ain't have to shoot your first album cover at Sears. I used to be held back and hide behind fear. But fear is just false evidence appearing real. I ain't smoking on no X's, I ain't sending no texts. And you know I'm coming back to back to back, number ones consecutive. You two in
We gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here.
Before we get flagged.
We gonna get back. We gonna get back into it. But Sean, let me talk to you, Sean.
Yo,
We need this.
We need this.
We need this.
Big Sean.
We can't have everybody running around saying there's only 3 great rappers in the new school. We cannot have that.
Bro.
It can't be just Drake.
Bro.
It can't be just Cole.
Bro.
It can't be just Kendrick. Y'all playing if you don't think that Sean is in that top. That's rough. But come on, man. Come on.
Yo. This week's Heat Seekers
Bars of the week, man.
Big Sean freestyle.
Yes,
yo.
man. Listen,
Oh my
listen.
God.
We're gonna cut out of here, but Sean, one more time. Salute to you.
Man, look here, hold on.
Salute to you.
Yo, look here. This is what
Whole
we did.
time freestyle.
Sean, let me talk to you.
Talk
Hold
to
on.
him, bro.
Sean, let me talk to you real quick. Nigga, this is what we've been waiting for.
Tell him again.
I can't say I ain't been waiting.
Come
for
on,
you
man.
to drop on these boys.
Yes. Patiently waiting, Sean. We've been patiently waiting.
I love that you've been focused on your mental health, brother, for the past few years. Now it's time.
This is it.
Now
This
it's
is it.
time, bro. Because see, the thing about it is, I feel like when you got artists like Sean, and they focus on their mental health, they focus on their inner self. You got a lot of people who fail to understand the importance of that. And it's okay, because somebody wise told me, you can't do for them until you do for you. And I'm here for it, nigga. Let's go.
Sean, one more time.
I'm ready.
One more time.
Dark Sky Paradise got me through it. Dark Sky Paradise got me through it. One man can change the world. Got me through it. When I hear one man can change the world, I think about my fucking grandma, nigga. Because guess what?
Sean, we needed it.
We needed this.
We needed it, and you supplied it, and we're gonna let it rock just a little bit longer right here because
And we want
if they
more.
listen, Crocs and Socks, if they kick us off for this one, then they just gonna have
They
to.
just gonna have to kick us off, man. We gonna ride out with this one, man.
How long you been plotting on M since before
Another
the
good
TV
show, yo.
You was in the office and cutting off.
I got a couple more things I wanna get into, but we gonna let this rock.
How long you been plotting on the V? Since before you had a song with Jay, since before you knew Janae. Back when you was a fly on the wall and dropped out of school to help Ye finish up graduation. Back when you hit your first celebrity crush and realized there's better girls back at home waiting, they just ain't as famous. Back when it was finally famous, you performed at Plan B, sold every ticket yourself and niggas was still hating.
Big Sean, man. This week's Rap Genius Heat Seekers Bars of the Week. Crocs and Socks listeners, we back. We here, man.
We here, man.
Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank y'all
you
for
being loyal listeners to the pod. One more time, man. We definitely have to say 365 Grill, man. Our official sponsor of the episode, man. Thank you so much, man, for believing in us, for believing in the show, for listening, for caring about what we're doing over here and trusting us with your brand and your restaurant. It is amazing. Man, we kind of rushing out of here because I don't know how he feels, but I'm so ready to get back into these boxes.
Me too, dog.
Man,
Me
365
too,
Grilling. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much.
Thank y'all, man, for tuning in to another episode.
Before we go, I want to let you guys know. I got one more note for him before we get out of here.
How we coming?
One
How we
more
leaving?
quick note.
How we coming? How we
So
leaving?
I just want to let y'all know that also in Atlanta this weekend, Rap Snacks has their Boss Up event happening. Okay. You guys are going to want to be there. There's going to be entrepreneurs there. There's going to be guest speakers there. There's going to be opportunities for you guys to pitch what it is that you're doing, okay? This is the Rap Snacks Boss Up event, okay? There's going to be people there like Marlon Watts, who's the CEO of World Envision, all right? World Envision. Also, Rick Coon's going to be there. He's the creator of Hustle Ninjas, all right? So these are just some people, some creators just like yourself, who believed in their dream enough to make it happen. All right. And they're going to tell you what steps they took to make it happen. So if you're looking to boss up, be at the Boss Up Summit in Atlanta. It's the 22nd and 23rd, which is this weekend. If you're watching this right now, you could be bossing up as well. All right. If you're at the Boss Up event, let somebody know about the Crocs and Socks podcast. Good brother, thank you for being here. Glad you're feeling okay.
Man, you know
man,
it,
it's been another great
I had to
pod.
bounce back for y'all, man. I
thank you
missed
so much,
y'all
bro.
last week, man.
Like,
I had to bounce back for y'all, man. I had
once
to bounce
again,
back, man.
we got the best listeners in the world, bro.
Man,
we
do,
have
man.
the best listeners in the world. Thank y'all for being here. We're gonna get out of here, but before we do, we're gonna say the same thing we say each and every episode. If you know it, say it along with us. If you don't, learn it right now. And every episode, you can say it with us at the end. Salute to
the creators.
Yeah, great app, bro.
And we still here, and y'all still here too, man. Y'all tuning in, y'all know what this is, man.
Good day, good people. This is the Crocs and Socks podcast, also known as Crocs and Socks the pod. Thank y'all for being here.